Greetings, 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 greetings to you. It's Saturday. Saturday. So I thought, let me just wear a t-shirt that is not pressed, you know, and throw on a blazer because I want to be relaxed for today's show. Apparently, when I wear the suit and the tie, it somehow causes me to be suppressed emotionally, which as a result of that, I have to use certain descriptive words. I have a brilliant mind when it comes to adjectives. So I use certain very comprehensible adjectives to describe the characters in my broadcast. So today, show me some love. I want to see some love. And for all the persons who are showing love by subscribing to the channel, commenting on the channel, expressing your thoughts, your views, even though you hate me, I still read your text. I appreciate all of that. I love the hearts. I love the hearts. I'm a lover. I'm not a hater. You might think I am, but I'm not a hater. I love the Guyanese people. I am in love with the government. If the Irfan Ali government was a woman, I'll be asking her out. That's one woman I'll be interested in if the Ali government was a woman. But damn, it's so dominated by men. You can hardly see the women there. But you get the point. Guyana is an attractive woman. And when you think of Guyana, you look at Guyana, especially now that she is being taken care of. She has a good man, a good husband. That's the People's Progressive Party government. That's a husband that looks out for his family. But I think that father needs some scolding. I'm going to do that today. But in the meantime, this is Uncensored Guyana. I'm Dr. Prasad. You see all them degrees at the back there? Rickford Burke. They're real. I didn't buy any of it. I earned all of it. There is doctorate, there is PhD, there is masters, there is bachelors. You name it. It's there. So don't get it twisted. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy. Because as they say, nice guys finish first. I'll finish second, next to Ali. I don't want his place. I'm going to be like a foundation to my president. What the fuck is wrong with the Canadian High Commissioner? No, seriously. Seriously. What kind of a diplomat is that? The word diplomat comes from the word diploma. When you have a diploma, it means you reach a certain stage of excellence, of character, caliber. Diploma, diplomat, fucking diplomatic. You need to be diplomatic. It's not a word that is unique to diplomats. When somebody say, hey, I understand you want to deal with this issue with a woman, but you need to be diplomatic. What are they saying in other words? Be fucking careful. Think before you speak. Analyze the results of your actions before you do it. Don't be like black people. Don't just act on emotions, impulsive. Then you try to scramble around to see how you can put some statement together to make an excuse. When people are drunk, if you want to know how a woman really feels about you, get her angry. Get her angry. If you want to know If she is really in her heart committed to you and in love with just you, get her drunk and make sure you are not around when she's high. And let your friends film it for you. If she's not truly in love with you, she's not committed to you, and she's out amongst her friends and high, she will fuck the first guy that is persistent and then blame it on the alcohol. I was high. I wasn't thinking. So when she's drunk and she's angry, that's when you can tell her loyalty and her commitment. Because when a woman is angry, she would tell you things that she wouldn't normally tell you. Like your dick is small, you can't fuck, you come too quick, she has to fake orgasms. Yeah. Believe it. She's not trying to hurt your feelings. She's trying to reveal the truth that she's carrying around. But you got her angry, so she got a justification. Anger and alcohol, that's your woman there. With a man, you really want to know how he feels about you? When he's drunk. Most men don't cheat when they're drunk. That's when they want to fuck the woman. They're lusting. They don't randomly hit. No, 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 no. When he's drunk, he wants to head home. To head home for the pussy in the house. And when he gets home for the pussy in the house, and the pussy in the house resisted him, oh no, you're high, you're smelling alcohol. That's when he unleashes the demon. And he really becomes this aggressive, force himself. But when a man is drunk, usually you can see his true self. If he tells you, I love you, he starts crying, believe it. Believe it. He's not faking it. Men can't fake when they're high. Oh, women can. Yep, women can. That's why they blame the cheating on alcohol or whatever it is, because they fake the excuse. Men can't. Why is that relevant? What's the justification for what the Canadian High Commissioner has done? Forget the American ambassador. She's going to be replaced. She's on her way out. She messed up enough. The Canadian High Commissioner coming out and making all of these stupid statements to justify, oh, not because you acknowledge it means you endorse. Yes, that's what it means. Don't you understand what it means? You invite the people in your house. You invite them, you invited them into your house. And not even your house. You are stirred for that in that capacity on behalf of Canada, an entire country. You're representing an entire country, an entire system you are representing. Is that how low life, compromising Canada is? That their top representative in Guyana can hug a criminal on camera, endorsed a man who their neighbor, America, sanctioned and is waiting to have him extradited to face criminal charges and the justice system in America. No wonder Trump wants to annex Canada to make it a 51st state. No wonder. No wonder he wants to do it. You see, it's not always right for you to judge Donald Trump unless you give these people a chance that he wants to control, a chance to prove themselves. And there you have it. There you have it. The Canadian Prime, whatever, against the wishes of the international community, is going to step out and accommodate Not to say that it's a meeting with all parties to broker a deal. Only in private. Talk with Azruddin Mohammed. He's not the fucking president. Since when does a commission, an embassy meets with the opposition to discuss fucking what? Governance? Policies? You hope he will win the next election? So you're trying to suck up for now? What was the whole point of meeting? What, to accept their complaint to Canada that the Guyana governments or the Parliament of Guyana, not the Parliament, the Speaker of the House of Guyana don't want to recognize this Win party to give them the opportunity to swear in a convicted criminal? Yeah, he was convicted in Guyana's courts. That's why he's on bail, pending the outcome of the trial. He's a suspect, indicted. He has a lot of red things around his name, blood on his hands. All of that, Canada. And you're going to accommodate this nasty man with his bunch of fuck-ups in the High Commission? We knew something was wrong here. We knew something was wrong here. Because since Canada, not Canada, since they had the situation there where there was the British High Commission granted that African organization of blacks entrepreneur some shit of Guyana, Association of Guyana, to have a racist event only recognizing black entrepreneurs in Guyana, housed in the High Commission building, British High Commission building, to give legitimacy to that organization. That is showing bipartisanship. That's what it's showing. And now you have this European Canada is accommodating this individual. And now you're coming out, when you're facing the backlash now, you're getting criticism. You're coming out now and trying to double down and trying to gaslight. Because you think you can bully the Ali government, you can bully the Guyanese people because you're a white man. Shit don't work like that. You should have read the room. That's what diplomats do. Read the room. Be diplomatic. Don't associate yourself with any parties. You're not there for that. What now? What if the Guyana government expelled the Canadian High Commission for meddling in that situation? What if the Guyana government does that? What are you going to say? It's dictatorship? You think they could have done that shit in Russia or China or America? You think any of them could have done that in any European country? Show me the data. Show me the data where situations like that were mirrored in any European country. You're disrespectful to the Guyana government. You're disrespectful. You're going to accommodate this lowlife and his bunch of cronies for what? And then call it, but you're there for peace? What fucking, so Guyana is in war? What war is Guyana in? What's destabilization? What is Guyana's problem that you think that you need to get involved to broker a peace deal? What is there? What is trending? You can't justify a way out of this. You should just expel yourself, Canadian High Commissioner. You should expel yourself. You should leave Guyana. Recall yourself. Let them send somebody else with sense. Recall yourself. Don't bother about me. I have no plans to go to Canada. So don't think you'll see my name trying to get a visa. I have no interest. I'm speaking on the right and the justice for my people, for my country. You're disrespectful. So is the American ambassador. Disrespectful. We can't do that to you people. We can't determine who Trump sees. Guyanese can't do that. Why are you meddling? What's in it for you? You want to see corruption? You want to make us look like a low-life parliament with a fucking lunatic as an opposition leader? Resign as High Commissioner. Canada, call that man back. The United States State Department, you need to call that woman back as well. Trump should put a man. Marco Rubio, you're a man of justice. You're fair. You're a diplomat. You have a lot of common sense in your head. You should call that ambassador back. Recall her. Send somebody else. Send a man. Don't send any black person. Send a white man. I have problems with black people. I do. And that wouldn't solve now. My issues with blacks are not going to be solved today. No. Even if Jesus comes and say I'm black, I ain't going to solve. I am convinced how I'm convinced. That's a thing that will never go. So for now, I have to just deal with what I need to deal with. Now, I've received a lot of information. I continue to get information, but I don't follow up on all of it. What's relevant for me on this show? One is the safety of the Guyanese people from those criminals in Guyana, the stability and the longevity of the government, to make sure the country stays on the path to progress and growth. Those are my concerns. And fair, equitable distribution of Guyana's wealth, not just the oil, general wealth. But I want to talk directly to my Indo brothers and sisters in Guyana. And for the rest of you who live abroad, see if you can find a reason to go back to Guyana, because we have an elections coming up. We want numbers and votes. Don't trust the blacks. Don't trust the blacks. Don't depend on them. Local government elections is important. I understand you're concerned about your safety, and that's what I'm going to talk about. You're concerned about your ability you're concerned about your ability to provide for your family, provide for yourself. So therefore, I get it. You understand? Yeah. The noise. Yeah. I'm concerned about that. So talking directly to my Indian brothers and sisters, I get it. You almost or hear Indo-Guyanese complaining. You don't see it online. You don't see it in the neighborhoods. They don't have public discussions about it. They would complain around their kitchen table. They would complain when they're sitting with their families on the yard or in the hammock, or they're drinking with their friends. That's where they complain. Their complaints are condensed into a place where nobody hears. So everybody has this perception, this perpetual perception that Indian people don't have problems. The man can't control his wife, so he kill her and kill himself. But economic problems with house rent and land and food and jobs, they don't have those problems. That's the perception. Because why? Indians don't talk. They're not known to be people like that. They keep it in. So they grieve and they hurt internally. And you wonder why the men drink so much. because they don't talk. They internalize the pain. I am saying enough of that shit. Enough of that shit. You need to stand up for yourself, even against a government that you think has your back. I don't think, and I'm speaking based on the facts that are available to me, not what people send me, what I see. The large percentage of Guyanese, Guyanese in general, the ones who are under the poverty line are Indo-Guyanese. Neglected group in Guyana are Indo-Guyanese. And it has been the case since when Jagdeo was president. The only president who actually made an effort to unite and to put policies in place that benefits all people is Cheddi Jagan. Cheddi Jagan, Dr. Jagan. This is why I'm a forever Jaganite. Forever. Every other president after them keeps sucking up to black people. Every president after Jagan. Jagdeo, Ramatar, and the PNC presidents. Now we have President Ali seem to be doing the same thing. Sucking up to black people. You must understand there is something with consumership. I want you to get this clear. Black people as a biological race are wired almost the same, like the female species of humanity. Black people in general and women in general have a lot in common. This is why you find there's so many black men that are feminine. This is why homosexuality is a thing amongst black males. This is why you find in the black communities in Guyana, you have 4 blacks to every 2 black females. If you have 200,000 Afro-Guyanese women, you have 400,000 Afro-Guyanese men. Because in conception, more females are conceived, but some are born with a penis. So you think that men, but when they grow up, then you understand that they're not men. What is unique with women? What? They complain a lot, they gossip, they nag, they're lazy, they're laid back, they want everybody else to solve their problem, they want a man to come and sweep them off their feet. Black men, lazy, complain a lot, they want everybody to solve their problem, they want a man to come and sweep them off their feet. Similar. The only group that you have actual masculinity is the Chinese, the Indians, the Caucasians, and Amerindians. But among black people, masculinity is something that has to be molded from birth. Because if you leave the boys to the communities or their mothers, most of the times they grow up to become criminals, bisexuals, homosexuals, or just men that don't know exactly what their identity is. So Indo-Guyanese understand this. Stop trying to figure out these needs. You spend your life, you spend generations trying to figure them out. Turn to your government, make demands right now to President Irfan Ali. Whatever Ali wants to say, that's up to him. But you know that, hey, I put you there. Black people, Indian people put twice, not blacks. Because if you think you'll get carried away with the 50,000 extra votes, how much of the baseline votes have you received? The Mohammeds received 109,000. How much did the PPP receive? Well, the total number of votes that a PPP received at the last election, take away 40,000. Take out 40 votes. That's the black votes. Count the rest. That's Indian. So 90% of the votes the PPP received are Indo-Guyanese, not black people. But all the programs, especially the social, continues to give out. It is not benefiting the planet. It's benefiting one group. One group. And the same one group have not changed their lifestyle. They have not changed their list of demands. They have not changed anything. Nothing. So you keep putting and investing and investing and investing. Think you can change the outcome of the Negro. President Ali, you can't. It is a biological problem that you can't solve. But you spend years and years trying to do this, and you're neglecting, you're hurting, you're starving, you're punishing the people who made you president, Indo-Guyanese. Every day they're abused. Look, just last week, a black man attacked an Indian man, a young man, shot him in the head to rob him on the East Coast. You all get the news. I get the news, you get the news too. I want you to show me the cases where black people were attacked by Indians, where Indian man tried to rob a black man. Show me the news. It almost never happens. What, because Indian people don't steal? Because they're afraid of black people? That's why they don't do it? Why don't they? It's not in their DNA. They would stay home and suffer and upon themselves. And they take risk. All kinds of stuff they do without hurting somebody else in the process. But with the other races, the black people, they always target the Indian. Are they the most vulnerable? Historically, they're not the majority of Guyana. The majority are Indians. But every time they're attacked, and people like Azruddin Mohammed are using these black thugs to terrorize Indian people, running them out of the country. You had the case where the man was kidnapped for almost 2 weeks. Essequibo. The man had to fled with his entire family, still waiting justice, still waiting justice. That man came on the Travis Chase interview and confessed. The Mohammeds are not arrested. Nobody is being penalized for that kidnapping. But the Indians still voted for the PPP, because who else would they vote for? Who else? But they continue to be victimized by their own government and the people that they have to take the bus with every day, as you saw. The black woman, that ugly fucking monkey-faced black woman, beating up on an Indian woman in the bus. You saw that. And everybody else are afraid to get involved. Rightly so, because if they, in their minds, look at what she's doing to this Indian woman, and everybody's in the bus here, If I get involved, I might get a piece of the trash in too. Or if I decide to defend this woman, she might have a boyfriend that is a gangster or a thug. And then she send the boyfriend to take me out. All of these are fears that people have to live with every day. Indo-Guyanese, you have to stop taking this shit. Turn your back on President Ali when you see him. Turn your backs. When he asks why, say because you are doing the same to us. You're turning your back on our situation. Crime against the Indians. They're not benefiting from the lands that their safety, their security, all of these situations they're facing that the government of President Ali is turning back on regarding the Indo-Guyanese. The entire police force is dominated by blacks. The minister's home face is black. Commissioner of police black. I mean, come on, man. The crime chief is black. Come on, man. You think these people will trust the system? Everywhere you turn, and the government is a bunch of Negroes behind the president or whoever it is. The people don't want to get involved because they don't feel as though the government has their back. You think prices in the shops affect black people because they like to eat? Have you seen Indians eating? Do you think Indian men eat this much? No. Indian people have large appetite. They like eating as much as anybody else, especially when they have functions, weddings, and these kinds of stuff. You don't think the prices are hurting them? They are the ones who spend lavishly in the supermarkets, in the markets. They are the consumers. So the prices, the rising prices, the inflation is hurting the Indo-Guyanese more than anybody else. And the fact that they're not directly being acknowledged as it relates to the wealth that comes from the oil and these other sectors. Every time a program is being announced, it goes into the budget, directed towards infrastructure, social programs. Who benefits? Where does the oil money benefits go? Don't tell me just a few people. Just a few people. How many ministers are in the cabinet? See, for all these ministers, and 5 of them are Indians, and 5 of them, according to Azruddin Mohammed, used to live in a 20 by 20 wood house somewhere, and then he's living in a 200 million whatever mansion, according to Mohammed. I mean, that's where the oil money goes, to 5 ministers. And all the other blacks are living up to standard. They're the ones who can afford to buy these expensive. They're the ones who buying the latest brand, fast food and KFC and all these things every day. So who's benefiting from the oil? The black people. Because their lives are improved. Drive around the neighborhoods. You see how many big houses are built by black people. Go into the predominantly black neighborhoods. Take a look. And they're complaining about. Go into the Indian neighborhoods. Take a look. Don't be carried away by the Indo-Guyanese that are exercising generational wealth. It's just a few. And most of them who are living up to that, their parents were farmers, rice farmers, cane farmers. And they have been, today, inherited a generational business that may have been around for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. So today, the son may have a big house with a big business that you think is the government helping him. No. Look at his background. A lot of you know because you live in the neighborhood with these people and you know that their grandfather, great-grandfather had a job. Then the father built a store, then the son built it. You know that. In the government money. The government's money are going directly into programs, construction, building houses, roads, hospitals, schools, social programs. Look recently, Anna Katrina. Last year, this is what they want to cover. The government invested in a care center, a daycare center, a special facility there for parents and children. Built it, commissioned it. Now they're complaining because the government is taking too long to operate it. They're complaining. It's already there. Nobody from the community, not the neighborhood Democratic Council, volunteers to say, hey, you build this facility, government, give us now, let's take it over. Let's maintain it. Let's clean the place. Let's do these things because it benefits not the government, but the people in the community of Anna Katrina. No, these look, the grass is growing here is 100 million plus. They invested in this. Typical Negroes. And don't tell me it's Indian people call them. Black people in Anna Katrina. They called the white people. But that's an area there. Look at the neighborhood Democratic Council who looks over that area there. They are the ones who have to take up these projects and continue with it. The minister can't go herself and pull the grass from the fencing and these kinds of stuff. The government has already invested and put it there. You have to show your initiative and your interest and say, how can we take this forward? But every fucking thing, you give them the rice, you need to cook the food. You cook the food, you need to spoon feed them. You spoon feed them, you need to tap them like babies so they can blur. All of that, if you don't do it, you're a bad government. It's corruption. But with all of this, I maintain my position. Indo-Guyanese, you need to step up. Stop being the victim. Stop being the victim. Because the Africans are playing the perpetrators. You have to stop being the victim and stand up and say, enough, enough. We are going to go out and protest. Protest against the government for the things that you need, the services that you deserve. Protest against that. Protest for it. Let the president and the cabinet and the People's Progressive Party, the executive, understand that without a core Indo-Guyanese support, they are all irrelevant. There will be no Jagdeo, no Ali, no Nandala, no Manikchan, no Vidya Prasad, none of them. The blacks can always run back to the PNC. They can always run back there because they are not in the PPP by heart. Black people. He thinks he can buy black people. I've said it before on many occasions. I'm the one I'm the loudest voice on that, and everybody's speaking after me. Everybody's now getting ideas and they're speaking after me regarding this Tabito woman and Win. I've been saying it for weeks. They're going to get Azruddin and put her in charge. Because from the get-go, the We Invest in Negroes is what it is. We invest in Negroes. It's a PNC offshoot. David Hines' daughter is going to lead the Win party. That's what is discussed. I've said it a few weeks ago that that's the information I got from within the Win camp. They're pressuring Ash, step the fuck aside. You are a liability right now to the party. You are a liability. Step aside. Deal with your stuff. Take a low profile. Stay out the public eye so that people will not be focusing much on you. It's fighting against. Where did Mustafa get this money from? He's not a businessman like me. Where did he get his money? It's taxpayers' money, right? Like he's fucking drunk. Man, if you are drinking water and you're always high, they need to test that water. Could be vodka. Could be some drug that they put in the water, give you to drink. You could be high on steroids. Some shit. Ain't nobody normal. Ain't no normal person speaks like you, Azruddin. You have a case of fucked up. Your mind is messed up. Something is wrong with you. You need to step aside and stop endangering your own self and your father. Because at the end of the day, you're just digging the hole deeper for yourself. Your crimes will not ease. And the people that you're reaching out to, they don't like you. Nobody likes you, Azruddin. Your own party wants to get rid of you. They want the black woman to lead the party, Tabitha, the Rastafarian. What is she, a lesbian? Is she straight? Kind of cute, but I don't know. I don't know if she's straight, but she has a family. She looks good in the dress the other day with the Canadian High Commission. I mean, yeah, when you're going to meet a man, you got to look like a female. You got to look feminine. I mean, Azruddin looked like an asshole. He looked like an asshole, but she more looked like the opposition leader. She looked impressive. I hope the sanction money didn't buy that dress. Look kind of cute. She looks feminine. I have to take it. If she keeps dressing like that, I change my mind. I may stop saying, maybe she's a lesbian. No, I think that that woman is straight. Ain't no lesbian can dress like that and look that sexy. But she will be the opposition leader for win. Azruddin stands alone. He's the lone Indian. Fuck it, coolie. He's the only coolie that none of them niggas want around them. He's a liability, a pest. They're like, man, you're embarrassing us. Every time you open your mouth, you are putting more coals on the fire for this party. The programs that the president has initiated, the swearing in of the Teachers Service Commission members, that's the president's right. He has the executive right. He has the constitutional coverage to do these things. Which opposition leader that he needs to consult with? Coretta McDonald? Which opposition leader? There is no opposition leader. There is no opposition party. The man is doing what he's constitutionally equipped and empowered to do. It is good for the teaching profession that he swear these people in. And look who he's swearing in, black people. So what's the problem? You want him to call you as president of the trade union, teachers, whatever? We need a strong president in Guyana. And President Irfan Ali has demonstrated that he is a strong president. I only want the president to look out for his base. Look out for your base. Stop sucking and sliming up to these Negroes. Look out for your base. They need access to land. The pension sucks. You have so many elderly Indo-Guyanese people who struggle in the sugar industry, the rice industry, the public service industry. And they still can't get pension. They paid their contribution. They made an effort. Even if they have not been able to become self-employment, the government should make sure that they make up these contributions. They have done it in the past. Keep doing it. Make up the contributions. All this cash grant you're giving out, I have a suggestion. Hear what? There are a lot of seniors in Guyana, a lot of old people that may not have taken advantage of paying their NIS. So now they're at an age where they can't access any. I think it should be a universal thing in Guyana, where as long as you reach a certain age, as long as you are a Guyanese by birth or whatever process, and you reached a certain age, whether you make contributions or not, you are eligible for old age pension. As long as you reach a certain age, you're automatically eligible for your pension. That is what the country owes every citizen. If you're basing it on how much contributions you make, what contributions did the government, the country made for all the resources that's in the ground? What contribution? The oil. What contribution the government made towards the oil? Zero. The people who made the contributions is ExxonMobil and these other people. But the government is benefiting, the country is benefiting from the resources in the ground. All these seniors in Guyana that has reached a certain age, the country benefited from them in one way or the other. So whether they have paid or they were a part of any service, they lived in Guyana, they made up the numbers, they voted. They voted. They have national ID cards, meaning they have contributed somewhere to the country. So they should be eligible for pension, automatic pension. So Vidya Prasad, Social Services Minister, thing. You should try that. I mean, I don't think you're a good minister, but you're there, so I guess we have to deal with it. But it's not sexy when a woman always looks like she's pregnant. It's not sexy. It's not. If you're pregnant, you're pregnant. If you're not pregnant, you shouldn't. You should do your best. Make an effort to lose the excess fat around the waist, because or just dress to do something, man. Ozempic is now available. Buy it and use it, not just for the minister, but all the other women. It is not sexy for you to have a belly before you like you're 6 months pregnant all year, especially when you take your clothes off. It's like, oh, fuck. It turns men off. It's not attractive. It turns men off. Fat belly is fat belly, but a belly with a point, like pregnancy belly, it's not sexy. Fat belly is plus size. You know, you can deal with that. You can work around that. But just a certain, like bare belly men, like men with bare belly, it's not. So if you can't afford it, the gym don't always help. Try Ozempic or whatever is that you can get that belly down or something. But this is your department, Minister Vidya Prasad. It's your department. Take care of your people. I'm saying it because they wouldn't say it. I'm saying it. I identify as Indo-Guyanese, so I'm talking for my people. I'm saying take care of them. Expedite the land applications. Expedite the NIS applications. Look at the prices in the shops. Look at the prices around. Give them security. Stop allowing them to be bullied and beaten and jumped and robbed by these Negroes. You have to stop it. It's time, man. What do you want, the Indians to stand up and fight back? Then you're going to have a racial conflict and say, well, look, only a black man. It's for you, government, to make sure that never happens. But if they continue to bully the Indians, I'll be pushing it. What you going to do? Take me to court? I'm calling for violence? You're not addressing it. I want you to look at the police's page. If you look at the newscasts, look at the kind of people that dominates the wanted bulletin list for robbery, murder, drugs. Look at it in Guyana. Take a look. Don't take my word for it. Take a look. It's 99% black. 99% black. And it's not unique to age. Just black. Men and women. Because they are the toxic race. The toxic race that enjoys the law. They get a kick off of doing things that are abnormal that other people wouldn't generally do. Take a look at it. The crime statistics. Blacks. And you think the rest of the country is going to feel safe? when they're walking the streets and they don't even know if that nigga that just passed by is going to turn back and follow them. So I've said to you, in the meantime, arm yourself when you leave your house. Arm yourself. And as much as you can, try to avoid dealing cash. Try to avoid that. Get into the whole card payment thing. Forget the cash. As much as you can, forget the cash thing. Use your card if you can. And shop at places where you can only use your card. So let them niggas know that you don't have cash on you. Is your card. They want to steal the card, go ahead. Say, yeah, look, take it. Go. Oh, you want a pin number 2? Here, this is the pin number. Go, take it. Let them go with it. That's when you catch them. That's when you catch them. They can't go with a mask to the ATM. But you have to stand up and fight back. There is no negotiation. Otherwise, to that, they come you fearful. No, don't do that. No more. You are larger in numbers. Go back to the country. Dominate your country. And President Irfan Ali, the program with getting the deportees or refugees from America, it's good. But don't bring any more black people. It is a joy that the Americans did not put Guyana on that no migrant visa thing. It's a joy. Nobody celebrates that. Nobody is celebrating it. Guyana and Trinidad. Nobody's celebrating it. It's not circulating. No, it's like dead. It's gone. What they're celebrating is a clash with Sheriff and Mohammed. Clash with Minister whatever and Mohammed. They're celebrating the asshole. They're not celebrating the fact that Guyana is respected. Guyana is going places. They're not celebrating the negatives. So here, we want Guyana to stay like that. No more Negroes. If they don't have a life in Guyana, they don't want to live the normal people everyday life, then let them go commit the crime, and you either shoot them or jail them. Get them off the streets, because they have no other purpose. Get them off the streets. You bring people from America, bring from the Indian region, Asia, India, Pakistan, Europe. Bring those kinds, so you can make sure that the numbers of blacks are reduced. Crime has to stop. Bullyism has to stop. Indo-Guyanese, you have to stand up and protest. Protest the government for recognition, for the basic things that you deserve. Don't starve in quiet. Don't cry by yourself. Don't hurt your family, hurt your wife or yourself because nobody cares about your pain. Shout it out. Go on the streets, mobilize, say, hey man, Ali, we put you there. Look at us for a change. Give us some attention. Help our business. Help us to move up, because we are contributing towards the development of Guyana. We are the only group that has developed Guyana. It's a matter of fact. Besides this, or before this oil boom, it was the Indo-Guyanese that kept Guyana turning. The Indo-Guyanese. The Afro-Guyanese or the PNC raped Guyana, robbed Guyana, abused Guyana. You have to stand up for your rights. Stop accepting this shit from the government. Enough is enough. Don't accept that. For what? You want to show that you're Mr. Nice guy, you're a Hindu, you're Muslim, you're peaceful. They're not peaceful. Look at what they're doing to you in public. They're slapping you around, robbing you, beating you up. Stop hurting yourself and hurt the people that are hurting you. Then the government will start to take the Indo-Guyanese serious. When you rise up, then they'll start to take you serious. Elections are coming up. The PPP needs your votes. But this time, sell it to them. Say, you want my vote? This is what I want. This time, sell it. It's okay. I won't vote for Win. I won't vote for the PNC. And definitely won't vote for that hustler. What's her name? Walter something. I only have one choice to vote for the PPP. But convince me as to why. What am I getting this time? I'm directly demanding what I want for my vote. And what I want is safety, security, provisions. Let the prices in the shops drop. Inflation must reduce, not increase. We have oil now. The fact that we have extra income that should add more value to the local GDP, and it should be in the prices in the shops, but it's not. Prices are rising. Crime is rising. Make demands. If it doesn't help, like I said before, the same way all the blacks are protesting, you start protesting. Start protesting. So no, we need food too. We need money too. We need protection. We have to pay rent. We have to build. We have futures too. We have young people that we want a better future for them as well. So same thing to us. Then we have to come out and demand that you do. Folks, until next time, goodbye now.